Just while coming out from the Xi'an Great Mosque, I want to show you a view of the beautiful Muslim street in Xi'an. This Muslim street in Xi'an is also known as Human in Chinese and is also called as Muslim Quarter, and it's a very famous and cultural and historical area that is located in the Xi'an city, and it actually depicts the culture of Chinese Muslims and the food of Muslims in China. The history of this Muslim street was when the Tang dynasty in 618 to 907 AD, Islam came to China, and during that time there were so many Muslim traders, there were so many merchants who settled in Xi'an along the Silk Road, and that Silk Road was actually a major trading route connecting China with Central Asia and Middle East. So over the centuries, the Muslim community over there flourished, and then they developed a unique cultural identity which depicted their cuisine, their lifestyle, their architecture, and this area as a whole together is called as Muslim Street now is a very beautiful and interesting place, especially from the perspective of food. So let me share with you few very delicious Chinese Muslim dishes that you can find here in the Muslim Street, and I would suggest you all to test the food here, and there is a lot of variety of food items here. So the first thing is rojiamo. Rojiamo is also known as a Chinese hamburger, and it is one of the popular street food here, also in Xi'an, and most most influencingly here in the Muslim street. And what is it? It's actually a crispy and flaky flat bread that is filled with tender and seasoned beef, and it's very delicious. And the second thing is the dumplings. Dumplings are very famous all over in China, and here also you can find them, and they are very tasty. Some are even mixed with the meat, beef, some with the chicken, or some with vegetables, along with some sauces and seasonings they give. And then we have the lomian, which are the noodles, and they're very delicious. They have some chicken, meat, vegetables, and sauces inside that make that very delicious. And then we have another dish which is known as liangbi. Liangbi is actually also a cold noodle dish, and it is made from rice flour. And here the noodles are translucent. However, in Lamian we have the white colored noodles, and then these noodles are served with vinegar, garlic, and some cucumbers, and it's also delicious. And one another dish is the yang rou pao. Yang rou pao is actually soup, and the soup is consisted of cooked lamb, and it's a delicious soup. But very important thing that I want to mention here is that since I arrived to this new country, I took a lot of time to develop the new taste, and to get adjusted with the new taste, and to start liking the new taste. But it is not the same with everyone. There are people who can just taste for the very first time and just like it a lot, and so there are so many kinds of naans as well, naans that are breads which we usually consume, and especially if you are Pakistani, you better know about naans, and you are so much tuned to eating it that you would love to have from there, because there you can see so many varieties, so many styles, so many sizes, and so many kinds of this bread which we call as naan. Then from among the fresh juices, I would recommend you to must try the pomegranate juice. and it's very delicious. It's all fresh, and you will have eat a lot over there. There are so many stalls offering pomegranate juice, and apart from it, there are just stalls and shops of a lot of sweets, a lot of dry fruits, and a lot of other Muslim cultural wearings, Muslim cultural costumes, and some other non-food stalls as well. The most important thing is if you are Muslim and if you live in Xi'an and if you're having difficulty in finding halal food, then just switch towards this Muslim street and it's in Chunglo. एक सबसे delicious food का मैं आपको बताना ही भूल गई. I'm just so surprised. How can I forget? That is named as baozu. Baozu is actually very delicious. It's a very delicious bun, and it is usually filled with meat. It is filled with either beef or mutton or either sometimes chicken or vegetables. There is no option of pinning up the location in the YouTube video features. However, if I would have pinned the location of that shop. There you can find a reasonably priced baozu, and they're very delicious, very fresh and fluffy. There, what actually it is actually steamed bun, and that bun is a very soft and fluffy. Is the dough of the bun is so soft and so fluffy. A lot of spice shops as well. Xi'an is usually famous for its aromatic spices, and it includes a lot of dried herbs, spices, seasonings including Sichuan peppercorns, cumin, cinnamon, star anise, and a lot more. And basically, these spices are included in Islamic cuisine. And tea, as you all know, that tea is an integral part of Chinese culture, and Muslim Street features several tea shops where you can find a lot of types of Chinese tea. It can include green tea, black tea, oolong tea, herbal tea, and just so many more. So if you want to buy from there, if you want to buy it as a souvenir, you just can have a lot of kinds of tea you can find over here. So there are a lot of dry fruits and numerous, so many different kinds of dry fruits. The red dates that are very much common in China. And so there, you can see the walnuts are being ripened. And a very interesting place it is. Apart from food and spices and drinks, and these you can see ice creams and so many things, you can also find souvenir shops here in the Muslim street as well. And these souvenir shops, they have the keychains, the postcards, t-shirts, and some unique decoration pieces, table pieces that shows traditional Chinese paintings and calligraphy, and some of them shows about the cultural, the unique culture of Xi'an, and things about the Tang Dynasty, and also there are traditional handicrafts. As the Muslim street caters to the local Muslim community, you will find shops offering a wide variety of hijabs and scarves. These shops offer an assortment of styles, colors, and different beautiful materials. There are abayas, there are jubas, there are hijabs, there are caps for the men, there are prayer mats, there are prayer clothings, there are accessories, for example, tasbih, which are known as prayer beads, prayer caps, prayer rugs, and numerous other kind of Muslim traditional Chinese clothing like qipaos and silk robes for men as well. If you are coming through the metro train or the subway train, you can come to the Yongingmang stop of the metro station, which is on the line 2. And if you want to exit from the place where there is the Great Mosque of Xi'an nearest, then you can just take a stop at the Chungluchang stop. And if you want to visit the Muslim state from the other side, you can just exit from the from the metro station stop named as Vedajir, and that is on the line 1. The Muslim street that I have shown is just a little part. It's more huge, and it connects the drum tower, the bell tower, and it's a beautiful place. At least 3 to 4 hours is a must to spend in this beautiful, nice cultural heritage Muslim area. Explanation is getting really shorter for that because I might not have any extensive information that I have to cover in this area, so I would just let the rest of the video be played, and you can enjoy it with its original sound, and you can just see how many diverse food stalls, how many diverse non-food stalls are present here. There are a variety of kinds of sweet items that the Chinese food has. I haven't tasted all of them, but the sweet food items which are present in the Muslim street are so much alike to the sweets that we have in Pakistan. So which we call them mithai. So we have found a lot of mithai-like food items here in the Muslim street. However, the Chinese sweet and cuisine is huge. It's just so huge, and it's not more about the type of sweets that we eat in Pakistan. It's different kind of sweet food, and inki jo sweets hain, they have less sugar. There's less of sugar, and it tastes very differently. Especially they have some sweet dumplings kind of sweets, and or numerous kind of biscuits or other sweets that tastes a lot different from our native country's taste. But in this Muslim street, you can find those kinds of the sweets that are alike to the taste we had in our native country, especially if I'm talking about Pakistan. But other than this Muslim street, it will not be easier for you to find such kind of mithai type tasted sweets. So अगर आपको पाकिस्तानी मिठाई खाने का भी दिल चाह रहा हो तो इधर आप आ जाइए और आपको इस तरह की स्वीट्स जैसे टेस्ट मिल सकता है. ओके गाइस, इसके बाद जो आ रही है ना उसको आप एंजॉय करिए म्यूज़िक के साथ. So meet you in the next video, and you can see here as shopkeepers especially are wearing the Muslim outfits. Most of them are covering their heads. If they are women, if they are men, even they are covering their heads with the topi, with the Islamic topi. And another one important thing which I want to tell you is that whenever you go here, the people of the Muslim street, especially the shopkeepers of the Muslim street, when you just stop by their shop, they say you salam. Okay, they say you either assalamu alaikum or they say you salam, which is the most beautiful culture over here. So if you just stop by there, the first thing they're going to say you is salam or assalamu alaikum, and then you just reply back with wa alaikum assalam or wassalam. And this is a really nice thing that just reconnects you to the culture you had in your own native country. It's very good. So it's a very good feel. So when they greet you with salam, instead of ni hao or hello, they say assalam or they say assalamu alaikum. तो जी इसके बाद बहुत सारी आपको और चीज़ मेरी नेक्स्ट वीडियोस में भी मिलेंगी विद एक्सप्लेनेशन. एज आई एम न्यू हेयर तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें मैं खुद भी लर्न कर रही हूँ यहाँ की, और बहुत सारी इनकी डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ फ्रूट्स के नेम्स भी लर्न कर रही हूँ, ड्राई फ्रूट्स के नेम्स भी लर्न कर रही हूँ, प्लेसेस की भी. तो जैसे जैसा मैं लर्न करती जाऊँगी आपको मैं भी साथ साथ बताऊँगी और आपके साथ शेयर करूँगी. तो आप मेरे वीडियोस के साथ ट्यून इन रह सकते हैं, आपको भी इन चीज़ों का पता चल सकता है. बाकी की जो वीडियो है गाइस वो आप म्यूज़िक के साथ देखिए, और इंशाल्लाह फिर मिलते हैं. टेक लास्ट केयर ऑफ़ योरसेल्फ. बाय बाय. अल्लाह हाफिज़.